Are you ready for this? Ta-da! All right. Look at this. This was the dough that just 45 minutes ago we put in here. It's risen beautifully. So next is, we want to fold it out. We're going to work out some air bubbles here. Again, we want to move as quickly as possible. So, okay, let's pull out all of our bubbles. Okay, now, next step, moving quickly. We're going to flour up our trusty rolling pin. Let's move this guy out of the way. Okay, now we want to roll this out until it's about a ½ inch thick. You know, wait till you smell your house when this is baking. There is no candle on the planet that can touch it or mimic it. So this is a great bread to make as gifts. I find that baked goods, especially something like this is very soulful. I really can't say I've ever met anybody that doesn't like cinnamon bread. So, I mean, it's especially important in times of crises, you know, or even around the holidays, because when you give a gift like this, it's not only the thought of giving, but it's one less thing for the person to do. You're giving them breakfast or a snack. So, and then you kind of become an instant hero. I have some neighbors I make this for quite often. And anytime they hear that they're making it, they're like, oh my God, you are, you know, so it's very exciting. Someday I'll make a cape, and when I give it to them, I'll present it. Okay, now, 2 tablespoons of milk. We're going to sprinkle this on and all over the counter. Now, we brush this up. This is going to help adhere the filling to the dough. Okay, that's done. Now, remember the filling we made earlier? The cinnamon, the sugar, and the brown sugar. Now, it's very important we want to coat completely all of the dough, because you want to make sure you get a taste of this in every bite. And this is what makes actually the swirl. You know, when you see the Pepperidge Farm breads that cost like, you know, $600 in the market. No. You just make your own. So you're going to say at this point, because the first time I made it, I said, oh, that should be enough. But trust me, you're going to want to put the entire amount on. Okay, that's fabulous. Now, one more little secret here. Just to help adhere it more to the dough, we're going to very gently go over it with our rolling pin, just to help it, so we don't want to lose any of this. We want to be able to enjoy it in every bite. Okay, now, final step. We want to roll this up, starting from the long end. You want to roll it very tightly. So that's that. Oops, we're spilling out. So if you're going to tuck in our ends, any spillage, tuck it in. Okay, so look. See how our raisins are nicely dispersed because we put them in the flour? Okay, let's move him over. Now you want to kind of break him out so that, oh, it looks like a giant snake or something. Okay, now, here he is. We want to cut this in 3 equal sections for our prepared bread pans. What I've done is I've lined the bottom with parchment paper, and I've sprayed the sides with a non-stick spray. So here's one. Seriously, this is going to be your cinnamon bread. Look, it's already starting to look like cinnamon bread. 2. And lastly, there we go. Now again, we are going to set these aside in our warm space for about 45 minutes, and then they'll be ready to put in the oven.
Oh, the timer just went off. Oh my goodness, look at these biscuits. Oh, those look wonderful. Oh, and look at the cornbread. Oh my goodness. Wow, that baby kind of melded together a little bit, but we'll break that apart. Oh yes. If this is only smell-o-vision, you would really love it. Okay, the bread is risen for a second time, and Allie, bring it. Oh, here it is.
Here I am. Okay, these marvelous creatures, look at that.
Wow.
Remember, it started off as just a tablespoon of yeast. Stop that. Okay, now into the oven for 350 degrees for about 45 minutes, and we're almost done. Bruce, shall you?
Absolutely.
Can't wait for that smell.
Okay, 45 minutes. Oh, something sure smells ready.
Oh, it sure does. Oh, I'm
Let's
telling
go have
you.
a look.
Yes. Let's look at our wonderful creations.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Woo! Look at these. Okay.
No loving.
Look
Oh, my
at
goodness,
what
look at
we've
that.
done and what you can do.
Wow.
Now again, this
The
was
power of yeast.
this was not a difficult recipe. It just the only thing, I mean, you just need a nice day at home. Now, final step, people. Very easy. We have some melted butter. Again, butter, not margarine. Never margarine. We are going to brush these right on. You can see the steam of the butter coming on. This smells. And you know what's wonderful? When you make this, your house is going to retain this smell for at least 2.5 days.
You know, if you're ever going to sell a house, they say you bake bread. And, you know, when you're doing these showing, because it makes it feel more homey. And there's nothing more homey than making bread. You know? I mean, it's one of those things that's really, really good.
And like I said,
Oh, it smells wonderful.
the
Oh,
gift-giving quality of this. I mean, imagine somebody presenting this to you as a gift. I mean, you can do it. I mean, why buy, you know, oh, here's some cucumber and melon lotion, Bruce. No, Bruce, here's a cinnamon bread.
I made this.
I made this.
Ooh,
So,
that's beautiful.
that's terrific. We are going to let these rest here just for about a minute. I have lined them with parchment paper so they won't burn. Put up the whole thing.
Right. Oh, look at that. The steam is coming up. Oh, that smells so wonderful. Oh, dear. Well, here we have cinnamon bread.
Tooting my own horn.
Yes.
And this beautiful jalapeno cornbread.
Yeah, if it ain't sweet, it's got to be spicy. Look, and the wonderful spiced muffins.
Herb biscuits.
Herb biscuits. Oh.
Look at this. We've got breakfast, brunch, and dinner.
Bread, you can make it at your house. It's very, very, very easy. Anybody can do it. Hey, see you next month. Aloha, baby.